Well, if you become a channel member, as with most channels, you get extra content in terms of videos, commentary, etc., etc. So I don't know what to say about this. I usually try to do this stuff for the channel members, but this one was okay. Well, let me start off positive. There are a few good jokes in this trailer. Yes, I think there are a few legit good jokes, but and again, everyone's going to have their own flavor or style or preference with comedy. I think it's just too radically subjective. Really can't judge people based on what they like in comedy. Some people just like really, really raunchy comedies, but in real life they're very, they're very plain and bland. And some people like very vanilla flavor comedy, and in real life they're not vanilla flavor. Anyway, so I've seen the two Naked Guns. I don't think I saw technically the third. Big fan of Leslie, and yeah, this is not it. This is not it at all. And I will admit, for the clicks and views, I like to make digs at John Campea, a notorious YouTuber who, well, I don't even calling him a shill for the studios is being too nice. He's a bit of a pill. He's a bit of a pill and a shill. But anyway, so apparently he's like, yeah, there's enough here in the trail. Like, no, no, whatever you say about this thing, it is not the 1980s. They have what callbacks to the 1980s? Is it like, it's 1980s spoofy stuff? I don't think so. I don't think so. And again, I don't want to ruin the Naked Gun for you guys, but there is a scene which is ridiculous and outrageous. And I will say that, again, I don't want to get too much into the politics. I didn't even notice the politics because I'm a little bit on the left, but I was like, oh, this is actually pretty right wing. I didn't even notice that. I was like, oh, okay. But there's a beginning scene where basically all these quote not pro-American dictators are lined up. One of them is not even a dictator, Texas, but whatever. Who cares? The guys just are destroyed and beaten up and massacred, and we're all like, okay, wait, what is this? Huh? How's this connected? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like the universe of the Naked Gun films is super crazy. It is super nuts. The whole point is it's all over the place. It's supposed to have a very anarchic feel. Okay, so I'm seeing this trailer with Liam and several things. Just one, he has no physical resemblance whatsoever to the lead star, right? Who rest in peace. So I'm like, why are you even here? What? How are you even here? Like, you don't really belong in this universe. Now, is Liam actually a good? Yeah, he's actually a very good comedic actor. I don't have any issues with him as a, you know, as an actor. I think like his his take in films are insanely racist and stupid. But they're so insanely stupid and racist. They are parodies themselves. Like you can't take them too seriously. They are just so obsessed with killing Arabs. It's like beyond a certain point. I'm like, we gotta stop here. This is getting so insane. It's like, can you have a film when you don't kill black people or Arabs? No, 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 no. We got to keep killing the the Arabs and the blacks because if we don't, then the French will take all the beautiful white women. I don't know. Those films are so stupid. They are so dumb. So now he's moving on to trying to ruining the Naked Gun, and I'm like, why? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all. So, do I think this will be that funny? No, not really. I mean, the jokes are so low rent. Like one of the better jokes is when he tries to plug in his car, but him being stupid, he drags like this gas pump and everything starts exploding. Okay, that felt like okay, we got potential. There was also a pretty great OJ joke. Clearly a sign that okay, they're willing to make some pretty sharp digs. But there is one joke with Pamela Anderson, and again, I don't mind that she's being hired, but and it was funny. But then it's like, oh wait, that's like, yeah, that's Austin Powers. Like, oh right. Now again, the Naked Gun films do borrow other films, right? So they can borrow. That's fine. That's not too bad. So I think a lot of purist fans are going to be like, no, no, this is not This is not it. This is not it. Now, is it a complete disrespectful cash grab? I don't think so. I mean, the Naked Guns don't make that much money, so they're just a little, little part of film history. If you grew up with them, you'll like them. If you're not into that stuff, you won't miss them. I will say the makers of it, again, not Seth. I think he's fine, but they do have a pretty right wing agenda. So I don't. So again, I don't know what's the word. Skip over Trump because good or bad, those 1980s films did not pretend that Ronald Reagan did not exist. So one is a little worried that they're going to deliberately, avoid certain topics because that's where we are now. Right? That's censorship through omission. That's just the new lay of the land. So yeah, Liam is okay as an actor and comedy actor, but is he also comedy genius? No, no, he's not. In fact, some of the jokes were just lame. It's like, oh, he pretends to be a little girl, but no, he's not a little girl, and then he commits a kind of bloody murder, and of course it's Naked Gun, so it's silly, but it didn't feel right tonally with the rest of the series. And again, I haven't seen it officially part three. I want to catch up with that. But again, that's the thing. These aren't those kind of films. You can not see that for decades and go back to it, and you'll still have fun with it. I mean, that's the thing. They are timeless in a way. They are very much about that era, but you can go back to them. So I don't know. And to be just like clear, I'm not totally negative. Like the thing with Spaceballs, they also announced Spaceballs is returning. That I am tentatively like they're doing things that make me very confident that could actually be pretty funny. And there's a lot of material. There is just so many remakes, so many sequels, so many prequels, there are just so many reimaginings. You go through the list, reboots, like there's a lot of fodder for Mel to have fun with. And you think Naked Gun, you have tons of action films, right? Tons of procedurals, right? David Fincher, Gone Girl. There's a ton of material to work with, but they're really not tapping into any of it. It's just a very Liam acts stupid and silly and does pretty outrageous things. And you're like, okay, I guess, but it doesn't seem to have an identity with the Naked Gun films whatsoever. I mean, and good or bad, like it or not, yes, even OJ, I mean, that's what made it funny. It was Leslie, OJ, and that particular cast and crew going crazy. But, it is what it is when Leslie died and OJ, went OJ, and OJ's dead too. So it's like, really, that was the whole point, that particular dynamic. And not to forget poor George Kennedy, too. I mean, that's the thing. It was that particular group coming together. We don't have that. So, and I don't hate Seth. I don't hate Seth at all. I do think Seth is a good, great comedian, but not particularly into his kind of thing. Like, I think he was fine in the Orville. Does he really fit the Naked Gun series? The answer is no, it doesn't fit at all. So I'm gonna have to give this a very severe trailer 5 out of 10. But that's not my personal feeling. My own personal feeling is it's as an actual Naked Gun fan, yeah, I'd have to give this a 2.5. I don't see any of the real spirit here at all. It just feels like, which is ironic that Spaceballs is going to make fun of the sequel, requel, reimagining craze, and this is kind of what that is. It's just, oh, Liam is Leslie. Wait, where's Leslie? Oh, he's dead. Right. Yeah, I don't know, but maybe a miracle. Maybe it'll be super funny. Maybe it'll work. I mean, to be fair to it, the casting is inspired. Pamela Anderson, Busta Rhymes. Yeah, we got Busta Rhymes, Danny Houston. So again, this is not a pathetic cast. This is a very talented cast. They're talented in other things. I mean, Busta, for instance, is actually a very good dramatic actor. So, but again, I feel like this is the same thing with him and the Michael Myers. Is he a good actor? Sure. Can he be in a Halloween series? Absolutely. In principle, can Liam Neeson be in the Naked Gun series? Sure. But doing it this way, it just feels like they're just traipsing on a formula and they're dumbing it down to, oh, he does silly things and just, it's outrageous. There's more to it than that. There was a very specific style, good or bad, whether you like to hear it or not, that Leslie, OJ, and George and the others together made. And this is not really, it's not even an echo. It is its own thing. Maybe it'll work, but Naked Gun, more like New Gun. more accurately.